What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger ranking the Trigger Man himself, bro. Y'all gotta remind me, I gotta do hold on, one more. So yeah, y'all appreciate y'all for coming in. When y'all coming in, hit the like button if y'all want to support the channel. Everything's at the top of my description. About to start this thing up. Yo, what up? Jamel, what's up, bro? All right, man. Y'all already know what it is. Oh, let me take these damn headphones on. Yeah, y'all already know who it is, man. We're about to start it up. Hit the little intro clip.
You are watching a master at work.
Appreciate the like, man. Appreciate the like. Thank you.
You are watching a master at work.
All right, y'all. We about to do. Panda just put another one out by Diddy, so we got to see what the hell going on that is. Hold on, let me look for Panda. Hold on, it should be up here. Okay, there it goes.
Everywhere at once. Like here, for my sales team.
Y'all check out Panda Press. That's what we reacting to at this moment.
Bruh, everybody keeps talking about the documentary like that was the bombshell. Nah, that was just the trailer. Because 50 Cent just confirmed something way crazier. There's over 140 hours of extra footage.
Oh Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Not rumors, hours. Plural. In the wild part, this footage wasn't meant for us to ever see. It wasn't edited, it wasn't polished. It's raw, it's emotional, it's unguarded. And once you understand who had access to it, how it leaked, and why nobody is rushing to court to stop it, yeah, this whole situation starts looking very different.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is.
Let's clear this up real quick. This wasn't 50 trolling. This wasn't Instagram jokes. This wasn't.
So they got 100 and some hours of footage.
There's more. 50 said it plain.
They gonna bruh.
140 hours.
So if he got over 140 some hours, that means it probably gonna be a second part and a third part to this.
Not minutes, crazy. Not clips, hours.
And I've decided that I want to die.
And that number matters because once you cross a certain threshold, this stops being content and turns into context. You can spin a 10-minute clip. You can frame a 30-minute edit. But 140 hours, that's patterns. That's habits. That's who you are when you forget the camera's on. And the wild part, 50 didn't even sound excited. He sounded calm, like someone holding leverage, not gossip. That's when you know this ain't noise, it's pressure. And here's the part nobody's saying out loud yet. If 50's comfortable confirming the number publicly, that means what's on those tapes already survived lawyers. Keep that in mind. We'll come back to it.
I don't like where this is going.
See, people keep calling this a documentary situation. Nah, that footage was never shot for Netflix. This was diary footage, stress footage, panic footage, ego footage. This is the stuff you film when you think you still control the ending. Unscripted phone calls, private strategy talk, moments where you vent, rant, over-explain, overshare. The kind of footage that only feels safe when you think you're untouchable. That's why this hits. Diddy wasn't acting. He was informing for the public. He was talking to people he trusted, while the camera just happened to be there. And once that kind of footage leaves your control, you don't get to explain it away anymore. It explains you. Now this is where it gets uncomfortable, because owning footage ain't about who's in the video.
The cat is definitely out the bag at this point. Definitely.
It's about who controlled the camera. Freelancers, temporary crews, handoffs, no contract, just vibes energy. And that's how power slips quietly. Once someone else holds the raw files, you don't own the story anymore. You're just the subject. That's why nobody's screaming stolen footage in court. That's why no emergency injunction showed up. That silence tells you.
Yeah, if you would have had an emergency injunction, they would have had to take the special. I mean the documentary down. If you would have got an injunction, but Diddy ain't gonna be able to do shit. Diddy locked up, man. He fucked up
everything. Because if the paperwork was airtight, this documentary never airs. Period. Instead, we got episodes. And now we got 140 more hours sitting somewhere. That's not a mistake. That's mismanagement catching up. Let me say this slowly. If you had a real case.
And then one thing about these, this stuff about this, him suing them and all this, bro, Diddy can't sue them. And Diddy, bro, it's good to pay people, so whatever they do for you, you own it. Bro, this motherfucking man goddamn. Damn, dog. Shit, crazy, bro.
The footage would already be gone. Courts move fast when damage is irreparable. And reputation damage, that qualifies. So why didn't anyone stop it? Why no injunction? Why no emergency filing? Why no judge ordering Netflix to pull anything?
Shit, I don't even know. I can't even tell you that.
Because going to court opens doors you don't want to open. Discovery, depositions, hard drives, text messages, unedited audio. And once that starts, you don't control which 140 hours get discussed. That's why everybody's quiet. That's why lawyers suddenly sound careful. That's why 50 can post memes while everyone else whispers. And we're still only scratching the surface, because next is what's inside those hours and who else shows up on them. Here's where people are still sleeping. This ain't
that's like 140 some hours, bro. Like, that's crazy, because it's like, you gotta think about it like this, bro. Okay, yeah, anyway, yeah, he should have paid them folks, man. If he would have paid them, it would have actually been his product. But because he didn't pay them, and then you gotta think about 150 hours, that's damn near almost a week. Hold on. 24. Yeah, that's damn near like a week.
Just about one man looking bad on camera. 140 hours means other voices, other calls, other names, other reactions when certain things get said. You don't film that long in isolation. You film around people who think they're off record. You film moments where folks speak freely because they think loyalty protects them.
Now you can get Zaxby's Asian Sensation flavor on a salad, their famous chicken.
My bad, y'all, I ain't got premium.
You film moments where folks speak freely because they think loyalty protects them. Wrong. And that's the danger. Not crimes, connections. Because once footage exists, it doesn't even matter if it's released. The threat alone rearranges behavior. That's why certain people stopped defending him loudly. That's why support got quiet, not angry. Fear doesn't yell, it backs away slowly. And yeah, some folks are praying their faces never show up in whatever comes next.
I mean, it's all right, and you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes, you feel me?
Now let's talk about why 50 said this out loud. If this was shaky footage, If this was risky legally, if this could backfire, he'd never confirm a number. He'd stay vague. He'd hint. He'd smile and dodge. Instead, he stamped it. 140 hours. That's chess, not clout. Because once you say that publicly, you're daring anyone to challenge you legally. And nobody did. No cease and desist, no public denial, no emergency response. That silence is louder than any IG post. It tells me lawyers already ran the tape and told everybody to chill. Let's be honest for a second. Diddy always wanted to be the brand, not the label, not the machine, the face. Cameras everywhere, behind the scenes, everything. Reality TV energy before reality TV even needed it. That works when you're winning. That works when you're celebrating. That works when history's still being written by you. But when things flip, that same footage.
This is crazy because, bro, I just wonder how long it's gonna take for a second part of this documentary to come out. I'm hoping it's before the summer next year, at least.
Becomes inventory. Netflix does.
What he gonna do is he gonna have to let this shit breathe, because it's like, bro, this shit is the #1 documentary watch right now in the world. 46 countries.
Need imagination. Editors don't need assumptions. They just need timestamps. You don't get destroyed by enemies this way. You get destroyed by archives. Here's the uncomfortable truth. This footage doesn't have to drop tomorrow to do damage. It already exists. That's enough. It shapes negotiations. It freezes alliances. It makes people distance themselves quietly. And the wildest part, this might never all be released. Sometimes the power isn't exposure, it's control. And right now, the man holding the narrative isn't the one who filmed it. That's the real shift.
So what's crazy is, if Diddy telling you he got 140 hours, if I was P. Diddy, I would be quiet as a church mouse right now. Because if he got 140 more hours that we haven't seen, that's crazy.
The real danger. And that's why this story keeps getting heavier every week. Let me reframe this real quick. People keep talking about releasing the footage. That's not even the scariest part. The leverage comes before the drop. Because once someone knows what's on tape, they don't need to show it to win. They can sit back. Let silence do the work. Let paranoia.
I see what he's doing now. So he gonna hold on to all of them, that 140 hours. And bruh, yeah. And he probably got a kid. If something happened to him, they're just gonna release all of it.
You cook.
Just let the whole 140
Every
hours
phone
go.
call, careful. Every statement gets lawyered. Every former ally starts thinking, wait, am I on that? That's why this story feels heavy even when nothing new drops. Because power shifted quietly, not loudly. And if you're wondering why certain people suddenly stop talking, yeah, that's not coincidence. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. This didn't happen because of enemies. It happened because ego loves documentation. When you believe you're untouchable, you stop protecting yourself.
Put the goddamn camera down. Stop recording everything, bro. Stop recording everything. If you ain't no YouTuber or some shit like that, like we be doing, man, put the motherfucking camera down, dog.
You film everything. You vent on camera. You talk like history already chose your side.
And sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Hamburger helper and fast
Crazy.
food.
I ain't got
Very
no
different
premium. My
directions.
bad,
So
y'all.
that family of four,
got
you're
commercials
usually
and
getting
shit. Y'all already
$35
know.
Chose your side.
And sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
That works when the story ends how you expect. But when it doesn't, those same clips turn into timestamps of arrogance. This wasn't self-snitching in the legal sense. This was self-exposure in the human sense. And the camera never forgets tone. It never forgets body language. It never forgets who felt comfortable saying what. That's why edits hurt more than accusations. Because edits don't lie, they just arrange. This is bigger than Diddy. Way bigger. Every powerful figure thinks control means ownership, but control really means boundaries. Who's filming?
But did he control the actual footage? So he the one got the power. And that's facts.
Who
That's
owns the
facts.
files? Who decides what happens if loyalty breaks? The moment you confuse trust with protection, you hand the keys away. That's the lesson here. Not fame, not downfall, not even scandal. Just this: if you don't manage the archive will manage you. And right now, that archive is speaking louder than any interview ever could. At the end of the day, this isn't really about Netflix. It's not about 50. It's not even about lawsuits or footage. It's about what happens when power stops being quiet. When someone films everything, trusts everybody, and assumes control is permanent, they forget one thing: time changes who holds the edit. And once the narrative leaves your hands, you don't argue facts anymore. You argue fragments.
Stupid.
That's why this story feels different. Because nobody's rushing. Nobody's panicking publicly. The damage already happened the moment the footage existed. So whether all 104 ever drop or not, the shift already occurred. The silence already told the truth. If there's a lesson here for celebrities, execs, or anybody chasing power, it's simple. Never confuse being documented with being protected.
Yeah, bro. They thought he was gonna do a documentary, beat the case, come out. Boy out there looking like Sadie Bull now. That boy out there with a big blue jacket on, sleeping in the jail. That's what Diddy doing
Garden
right
Lights shines with new features and familiar favorites
Got a
through
big
January
blue
11th.
jacket on,
Get
sleeping in
tickets
the
today.
jail.
Here are the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Deadline for a peace deal came in wet. Studies are showing.
The head coach of Michigan football.
All right, we're going this poetic flago. You talking about the coach of Michigan. This dude got a job making, I guess the contract was $30 million. He got a $30 million contract, bro. And this fool fumbled the bag for a side piece. So you lost your job, and I think they locked his ass up because he was the little side piece didn't want him no more. So this motherfucker, I guess he turned into a stalker. He turned into a young Jeffrey Dahmer.
Is an idiot. I didn't know God made people this stupid. I honestly didn't know God made people this stupid. This is the Shannon Sharp situation all over again.
Man, that works.
Shannon Sharp 2.0.
Yeah, this Shannon Sharp 2.0. Goddamn, that's a good one. That's a good one. Shannon Sharp 2.0. He fumbled the bag.
How do y'all continue to allow yourselves to get finessed and tricked out of millions of dollars by college scallywags? Sharon Moore was given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity by Jim Harbaugh. So Jim Harbaugh...
And he's the first black coach for Michigan ever in history. So
was the head football coach of Michigan. However, he got an NFL gig. So while leaving to go take the NFL head coaching job, he personally handpicked Sharon to take over for him because he believed in Sharon. He believed that he could be the man for the job. And, he told the university that they should honor his request and make Sharon the head coach. Despite being a married man with 2 daughters, he decided the first thing he was going to do with his new opportunity was to throw it all away by getting involved with an executive assistant. This was a clear and flagrant violation and mistake for
Boy, $30 million, bro? You fuck your job up for a side piece for $30 million, my nigga? That's crazy, bro. Like that right there, bro. That's a lot. That's some life-changing money.
Come on now, dog.
Life-changing money.
Come on, man.
Reasons. One of the biggest reasons being she was literally his employee and he had influence over her salary. Due to the clear and obvious imbalance of the power dynamics at play here, no matter how much this chick consent, she would always be viewed as the victim. And forget about how you put the school at risk of a possible lawsuit. think about yourself. Think about how vulnerable the position you put yourself in. No matter how much this chick consents, no matter how much she tells you she loves you, she can wake up one day
and change her mind. That's why, hey, bruh, females is like a trip. You taking your turn on this trip. That's it, bro. You don't know if this chick gonna be on you by your side for the rest of your life or not, bro. And if you find you one like that, you better keep her.
And claim victimhood and take you for everything you got because you were her boss and you was in charge of how much she was getting paid. She was benefiting more than he was. Now, I don't know how crazy her sloppy toppy was or, like how crazy the box was, but this chick was taking this dude to the cleaners, man. All right, so if you look at her salary when John Harbaugh was there, Jim Harbaugh, I should say, she was making $58,000, right? She had a 0% increase for the 2023 year. But when he took over, when he became the head coach, she jumped 55% in 1 year. She went from $58,000 to $90,000 in a year. Whatever box she was giving him, whatever.
I mean, she was eating that man up. That man said, get her the money.
For sloppy toppy she was giving this dude, bro.
God,
it was clearly worth it, man, because this dude lost his mind.
This nigga lost his mind over there.
You couldn't make it more obvious, man. What job duties was this chick doing that warranted a 55% increase in her pay scale? But this dude was getting so comfortable and so relaxed, he was feeling like a king on campus, that he began to be in an open with this. Like he was no longer hiding it. Like the kids was
this dummy. Bro, how stupid can you be, bro? Then when they take you, when the folk come and get your ass, silly ass niggas.
Please sending pictures to each other of this dude and her like walking seemingly romantically all across campus. Bro was too comfortable, man. Chilling out in public, right?
I mean, I wouldn't want to cheat on my gal, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I got a good gal, bro. I ain't trying to cheat on her, but bro, you cheating on your girl and you walking around the campus with the girl you cheating with, like holding hands and shit.
Now, apparently this person says that they sent this photo of Sharon Moore walking past their house on campus April 16th of 2024. So this apparently been a thing. I've seen a couple of old tweets where people was like, no, I seen an old tweet from a month ago where somebody was saying, yo, Sharon Moore has been cheating on his wife with his executive assistant. So this was already bubbling on campus. Now, him being sloppy, him being careless, finally caught up to him. Because he was ultimately fired yesterday. But instead of taking his firing, right, with some type of integrity and principles, because you know you did wrong, all right, he decided he was gonna fully crash out.
Breaking news in college football. Michigan has fired head football coach Sharon Moore for cause. The school said that an investigation found that Moore had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Moore had been suspended for 3 games and given a 2-year show cause order for his part in the school's scouting and sign stealing scandal just a few years ago. Senior college football writer Pete Thamel is all over this story and joins us now. What details do you have about this investigation and which led to this firing?
If you're an illegal alien, this runway is your future because you're headed home. I'm Christine Ohm.
Yeah, Kevin, this is something that's been percolating at Michigan for the last couple weeks. There was
everybody at the percolator.
Initial flurry of speculation and an early investigation that died down toward the end of the regular season. There had been a lot of uneasiness on the Michigan staff. Sources had told me Sharon Moore had been acting strange, berating assistant coaches, not acting in a normal way.
The holidays is coming up. Let me show you how to make a couple extra bucks so you don't have to do shameless grifting like Tim Pool. This channel is sponsored by the Free Cash Reward app. The Free Cash Reward app is a mobile app where you can play video games and do a series of tasks and get paid for it. You won't get rich off this app, but if you need a couple $100 for the house, you got some free time before bed, in my description to download. You don't pay money to download.
Percolated back up within the last week. And look, I've been around this for a long time. It is rare that you get a statement like the one Michigan had, being as explicit as they are, saying it's an inappropriate relationship.
So nigga, you got fired. They didn't beat around the bush, nigga. You're fired. You gotta get out. You gotta get the hell on.
With a staff member that led to Sharon Moore's firing. He would have been owed Kevin more than $12 million on the 3 years remaining on his initial contract. Michigan will not pay him that money as they're firing him for cause.
All right, Moore was the team's former offensive coordinator, was promoted to the top job after Jim Harbaugh left following the 2023 National Championship. They're getting ready for a bowl game against Texas in the Citrus Bowl. What's going to be the next move here for Michigan, especially after so many top jobs have been filled around the country?
I don't know what's between the legs of those 20 to 23-year-old blonde-haired, blue-eyed college white girls. But it got to be something magical, man, because these niggas keep crashing out over it, bro. He lost $13 million?
13 million.
$13 million? Because you wanted to mess with, huh? I don't know, bro.
I don't know either, bro. Like that right there, bro. Hell no. Bro, say the crime don't fit the punishment. That's a good analogy. The crime definitely don't fit the punishment. You lost 13 million over that, nigga.
All right. Now listen. Fam. Yo.
I don't give a fuck how bad a bitch is. I ain't finna fumble a $13 million bag for no bitch, bro. You got me fucked up.
You had to take a once-in-a-lifetime chance, man, because this chick was just so bad, you just had to. Cool. And even that, it's still not worth it. But you lost $13 million for the opportunity to crack a file. Crazy. Now, this is the time where he's supposed to take it on the chin, go back home, work it out with his wife, and self-reflect, and try to get back on his feet and find other opportunities. But no. Instead, he went out for vengeance and blood.
Well, a surprising firing and a shocking arrest at the same time, rocking the world of college sports this morning. The University of Michigan dismissing football coach Sharon Moore on Wednesday, only for him to be arrested and booked in a county jail. This was hours later.
This nigga went to the county jail, bro.
Ryan Bass tracking this one for us. So Ryan, quite a whirlwind in the past few hours. What are you learning about Moore's termination and this investigation underway now?
Yeah, this escalated rather quickly last night, Kelly. I mean, Moore was fired by the university and then hours later was detained. Now, the university is saying that he was dismissed after an investigation found that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which led to his dismissal. In terms of his arrest, we're still getting some details that are trickling in, but in terms of police, they have arrested Moore, and it's unclear if that is connected to his firing. The incident happened about 30 minutes before Michigan announced his dismissal. Jail records show that the 39-year-old was booked yesterday evening, but don't list charges or a court date just yet. Pittsfield Township Police, without naming Moore, said they responded to an alleged assault and took one person into custody. Now, Michigan's athletic director said that Moore was terminated after an internal investigation found, quote, credible evidence that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, a clear violation of university policy. He added this.
Here's what happened, okay? So after he got fired, after it became perfectly clear he done lost his $13 million, instead of taking accountability, he decided he was gonna blame everything on the executive assistant. Because essentially, it was kind of her fault that they got caught, okay? So Michigan did their investigation. Once tips came in, they found no wrongdoing. They didn't find any proof of inappropriate relationship between Paige and Sharon Moore. Now, I'm sure that was a lie. I'm sure Michigan found proof, but they wanted to sweep it under the rug instead of addressing a scandal that was on campus. So they swept it under the rug. However, Paige apparently got pregnant. And Paige told Sharon that she was pregnant. And Sharon been trying to get Paige to get rid of it.
What?
However, Paige did not want to get rid of it because why?
God damn. Now that's wild work. So you done got, man, so you got the lady pregnant. Oh. This is bad. This is
Got it!
Got it.
You fucked the whole bag up. You might have fucked your marriage up too, bro. If your old lady don't keep you, that's on you, bro.
To abort the baby
Damn.
of a man who is due $13 million, right? As a broke college student. Well, not really broke. She's making $90,000 still, like, as a man, Faye, it ain't $13 million. So why was it aborted? So because she refused to abort it, Sharon been stalking her, been harassing her, been trying to get her to abort it.
That's why I was trying, because they say he was stalking her, but I was trying to figure out why the fuck he was stalking her. Because I thought it was just like, she just didn't want to fuck with him. And he like, you know, nah, this nigga, man, this man got this lady pregnant, bro. God. That's horrible, dog. Like, I wonder what this nigga wife saying, bro. Like, but when she told him that shit, I know that nigga was like, cause that's nasty work right there, boy. You got the lady pregnant and you stalking her. Oh,
Actually,
she gonna have that baby and get damn near. She gonna get child support for the next 18 years. So you fucked up on top of fucking up, buddy.
An anonymous tip came in to Michigan, letting Michigan know, hey, yo, Paige is pregnant. Once they got that tip, they could no longer ignore it. They could no longer sweep it under the rug, because if this chick is pregnant, this is going to be a bigger situation. So ultimately, that was the catalyst for him getting fired. He now blames her and believes that she's the one who tipped off the university and let them know that she's pregnant. So after he got fired, he popped up to her crib. Apparently, he popped up to her crib.
He thought he was Kendrick Lamar. That nigga popped out. That boy, hey, that boy thought he was Kendrick Lamar with the pop out concert. This nigga popped out. Well, popped out on that
with a knife. And he put the knife to her throat
shit.
And let them know that she's pregnant.
Hold on.
So after he got fired, he popped up to her crib. Apparently, he popped up to her crib with a knife. And he put the knife to her throat and his throat, and he was threatening to do things.
Man, come on, bro. Come on, dog. You crashed out for what, bro? You first off, you lost all your money. That's enough, bro. You don't need to go to jail after that, bro. Like you went from bad to worse. This nigga went from bad to worse.
Things to her, but ultimately he never did it. He ultimately left and went to a church where apparently he was gonna do something very harmful to himself. However, the wife got wind of this, called the police, and the police was able to go ahead and go to the church and get him.
This nigga, bruh. Bruh, what you got going on, big dog? That's why some people that live regular mediocre lives and they look at other people and they be like, you know, I wish I was like this, I wish I was like that, bro. You don't know what, you don't know how these people are unhinged. Cause bro, that's some unhinged shit, bro. How could you just get a young ass girl pregnant like that? You the coach of the school, bro. You making millions of dollars, big dog. And then after you lose the money, you go wilding out with a knife, bro. Like you Jason Voorhees or somebody. Goddamn, come on. This is
help the location and how to attack you.
Hey, this is a cautionary tale to all men, bro. Bro, y'all gotta learn how to move, bro.
Come on now, dog.
You gotta learn how to move.
Come on, man.
That's stuck here for months.
It's a cautionary tale, bro.
Domestic, they call S1's wife and her saying that the subject is suicidal. Person quitting his job today.
Suicidal. Lust will be the downfall of a lot of you guys, bro. You gotta learn how to control your lust. At some point
just being real with you, bro. Like, bro, all that going above and beyond for a female, bro, especially, bro. And this dude, like, bro, I'm not just saying period, But I'm saying, bro, this dude is married, dog. Like, you did all this, bro. Man, this man had 2 little arm babies, bro. He had a little arm baby that he was holding, sucking a pacifier, and he had another little child, look like they weren't no older than 2 or 3. And you lost the bag.
Like, you gotta learn how to control your lust, especially when you're in a position of power. When you have power, when you have everything to lose, when you are the breadwinner, when you have people counting on you, not just those children he recruited to the school, not just those football players, not just the parents who he looked in their eyes and promised to take care of their kids when they come to campus, but he had his own family counting on him. He probably pays mama bills, his daddy bills, his family bills. He probably take care of everyone in his family. He's probably a first-generation millionaire in his family. And he threw that all away.
For some box. For a bop-ass box, bro. Like, bro, what? That shit, bro, that's hard to believe, dog. Like, bro, if y'all ain't learned nothing from Shannon Sharp, bro, y'all better learn from this man. This better be the last lesson to be taught. Because if y'all need to learn anything after this, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Come on now, dog.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Come on, man.
Some coochie. Think about the worst thing you've ever done for some coochie. Think about it. Think about the furthest you've traveled. Yo, I know some people who say, yo, they done traveled 12, 13 hours for some coochie, bro. Now take away coochie and replace coochie with temporary satisfaction. You think you would do the same thing you did for coochie for no. If I tell you, hey, bro, travel 13 hours for some cheesecake. If I tell you travel 13 hours for $500, you probably say, man, F on my face, bro. Hell no. But the value we place on coochie is absurd, bro. The coochie of an average middle of
bro, this shit look like a baby. This bitch look like a baby muskrat, nigga. You fumbled a bag for a baby muskrat. That's crazy, bro.
Michigan white girl.
Blah, blah, blah. And I can imagine 6, 7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like. Yes, and unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I do, yeah, until you in it. Until you're in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm. Yes, until you hit, okay, you and I have a conversation. So yes, I know you know. Mm-hmm. To be in that storm, yeah, and everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for. Mm-hmm.
The Asian sensation menu. Only exact. Who's got the sauce?
We're Tire Rack. We test tires to provide you with truthful transparency.
So look,
you feel it like it's crumbling.
This man got handed the keys by I think it's Jim or John Harbaugh. When Harbaugh took the job in the NFL, he handed the keys to him, bro. First black man to ever be Michigan head coach. First black man. You making millions, bro, and you throw it away for why?
Right before your eyes.
You don't.
Yeah. And the only people that's gonna be there, is gonna be a select few.
It's a sad situation all around. I can't say I feel sorry for him because I don't. But it's a sad situation all around, man. It's a sad one. The only people like Sharon should have been concerned with was his family and his wife. Those are the only two people he should have been concerned with. My father always told me this, man. He asked me, hey, when you pass away, who's gonna bury you? Well, obviously, like, my family's gonna bury me. Okay, cool. Who's gonna be a pallbearer? Well, obviously, my select few friends, and I'll name them. And he says, okay, cool. So these are gonna be the only people who see you on your way out of Earth. These are gonna be the people who take care of you and see you on your way off the planet into your maker. So if these are gonna be the people who see you on your way out, then why do you concern yourself with the opinions of people who won't even realize you're gone when you're gone? Shouldn't the only people you aim to please be the people who you know are gonna see you on your way out? You spend your life searching for validations and things that won't even notice you when you're gone. In the case of Sharon, you think, this little college chick that he was smashing, bro, you think that she give a damn about him? His concern should have been his family.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, that's facts,
done,
bro. That's them facts right there, bro. You should have thought about his family on that, bro. On God, he should have thought about his family on that, because, like I said, the man got 2 little arm babies and shit, bro. Like, that shit is, damn, you fucked up, dog. I definitely want to see this one about 21 Savage. Let's go to this one with 21 Savage. Yeah, check out Poetic Flocka. We rocking right back on another video.
What you got to say?
Man, why they goddamn
New Balance. We got now.
Hi, Bella.
The Subaru Share the Love event is proud to donate millions of dollars to charities like the
21 Savage did his first interview in a while, and despite being one of Drake's closest friends,
this one about 21 Savage.
Till this day,
and Drake.
He broke down and explained why Drake has 0% of ever beating Kendrick Lamar in this battle. Like, he had a 0% chance, according to 21 Savage, of ever winning this beat from the very beginning.
I see Drake shot y'all a song like based on that you tapping in with.
Right.
How you keep that relationship like that instead of getting at the table.
The game is so watered down now that being a snake and being deceitful is normalized that we are giving people credit for not switching up. Bro really asked 21 Savage, man, why you didn't switch up on Drake, man? Was it hard not to switch up on Drake, man? When everybody else switched up? Man, why you enjoying the table against Drake, man?
I don't ever think I ain't never really been at no table, man.
I was just asking, bro. I was just asking, like, you know how, like...
With Drake, me and Drake it's just the relationship keep itself, just like me and Metro.
Do you think the damage is done? Do you think, like, Drake took a hit?
Do I think he took a hit?
Yeah.
Nah.
There's a difference between being a good friend and being delusional. This is delusional, because of course Drake took a hit. Of course he did. Now, you could probably argue how big of a hit.
Man, Drake took a goddamn, I don't know, but he took something. Drake took a hit, bro.
Drake took when he's still
nuclear
the
bomb.
most streamed artist in the world. But to say that Drake before the battle and Drake after the battle, perception-wise, is still the same, you're out of your mind.
He's still the #1 stream this year.
Yeah.
I feel like he took an internet hit. But then it'd be like, damn, did you take an internet hit? Because streaming, you gotta go on the internet to stream. And I'm still the #1 streaming.
Yeah.
I feel like to certain people, they might say he took a hit, but I don't look at that shit like that. I don't know. I told that nigga not to even do all that shit anyway. I told that nigga to leave that shit alone.
I don't know if Drake got too many friends like 21 Savage, or if he really values 21 Savage's opinion at all.
But I don't know if y'all know the phone call. I don't know if y'all heard the phone calls. A lot of people, we've heard the phone calls. 21, which was one of the people that was featured in one of these phone calls with Young Thug when he was in jail, bro, he told him about Gunna, and basically he kept it real. Like, he said, you shouldn't call that man no rat, bro. That what he said, man. Y'all need to get money, bro. As soon as Gunna got out and everybody was like, oh, Gunna a rat, this and that and all that shit, throwing cheese on the man car and all this clown ass shit.
But what I can tell you,
now look at Gunna.
You should have. I can almost guarantee you there were a lot of people in his ears telling him to go the opposite direction that 21 Savage was advising him to go. And he needed to get rid of all of those people and keep 21 Savage around him. Because the advice that 21 Savage is about to break down that he gave Drake is the most sound advice. It could have literally saved Drake all this trouble. But the reason that Drake gave 21 Savage for why he didn't take his advice and left this battle alone and not engage is even more silly than Drake thinking he could win this battle.
But goddamn, he felt like he was being challenged lyrically, so he wanted to respond.
Hip-hop purists have discredited Drake's pen at every angle after that ghostwriting scandal. There's nothing he could have done to win back their respect. The fact that he wanted to win back their respect by engaging in this beef, it shows me Drake is probably insecure. Because, bro, what do you have to prove? What, like you can rap? Oh, but he challenged me lyrically. So? Before we get back to the video, let's pause here for a quick message from our sponsor.
Yeah, Drake wouldn't have said nothing. Drake probably still would have been all right, but Drake fucked up, bro. And when he, I think really Drake messed up when he started talking about Kendrick family on them diss records. When they started talking about the diss records and shit, like everything was a friendly fade in the beginning, but when he started talking about family matters and all that.
The holidays is coming up. Let me show you how to make a couple extra bucks so you don't have to do shameless
Unless can't win. Like
4 kids, a busy weeknight, and the what's for dinner question hits hard. Hamburger Helper makes it easy.
Hamburger Helper makes it easy.
Like there's no way
I get y'all some.
When you, no matter what, bro, certain situations, even if you win, you still don't win. Like the
I'm sipping on some of that brown, man. The brown.
He would have got.
Yeah.
People would have quote unquote say he won, because I don't really look at like who won or who lost if I'm still being screened the most. Like so
what's happening though?
People say like, oh, Kendrick won. Kendrick a good at rapper though. You know what I'm saying? And some of his songs was hard.
Yeah.
But goddamn, Drake, I like Drake songs too. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like the only difference is when you're at the top, when you the number one, where does winning put you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go like number 1.1. So how could you win anyway? That's what I told him.
Avoided the beef.
Hey, hit the like button,
and
Ken.
21 Savage is still correcting his analysis overall, but for this specifically, he's incorrect. He's wrong, and here's why. Before this battle, Drake was on a Michael Jordan overcoming Kareem arc. After the battle, he's now on a LeBron James trying to overcome.
Shit, goddamn. When before Drake, before Kendrick, before that battle and shit, man, Drake was up, bro. Drake was up. And after Kendrick came out, the woodwork, like that shit just, it was like the damn boogeyman and shit. Like this man just came and took this man's whole career away. I don't know. It should be like a little thumbs up like this right here. It's a little thumbs up thing.
Michael arc. And here's what I mean. When Michael overcame Kareem, it was undisputed. There was no argument that Michael was not the greatest of all time. Everybody acknowledged it. Mike is the GOAT. Give it up. LeBron trying to overcome Michael, even if LeBron James managed to overcome Michael, is always going to be disputed due to a couple of chinks in LeBron James' armor, due to LeBron James' final appearances and him choking, due to several other things, him passing the ball late. He know when to take last shot.
Okay, cool.
There are going to be things you can point to and say, hold on, bro. Steph got 3 or 4 rings in your era. You're not even the greatest.
Yeah, that nigga Drake had a long little run, but man, hey, shit, that nigga Kendrick came through and goddamn flipped the script on this man, bro. I mean, Kendrick been hard, but I'm just saying, like, the way he came about crafting that whole shit together to fuck up Drake's career, bro. That shit was hard, bro. Like that was like some mastermind genius type
Your
shit.
era. So there are gonna be things that people dispute regardless. Drake was on a path to be the greatest of all time, pre-battle. If he would have won this battle, it would have fast-paced and fast-tracked him to the throne. After the battle, Drake is now fighting Kendrick Lamar, where people is now saying, hold on, just like LeBron James, you're not even the greatest of your era. How are you the greatest of all time? The battle and what could have been won was great. But I think Drake would have gotten there regardless. So then
I just think Jordan doing that shit 6 years, 3 LeBron. Kobe over LeBron? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Kobe over LeBron.
also because he won during this battle, he could have
Kobe
won that
definitely over
greatest of all
LeBron.
time throne.
Kobe got 5 chips. LeBron got 4.
But what was gonna get lost if he lost was just much too great to even engage in. He would have been fast paced to that throne regardless. This battle would have gotten him there quicker. But you're already on the path to get there. Why even engage in this beef? That's where I say 21 Savage is correct. Don't engage, bro. Now 21 would also come from an angle where he believes that it was already set up for Drake to lose.
Like how can you win?
Ego involved though.
It's definitely ego, and it's just something just love. Drake really love this. Like and Kendrick really love to rap. I don't really give a fuck about rapping like that. Like I do, but I don't at the same time. Not to that point where I got down. I want to just like this to me ain't gonna inspire me to make no song. I want to do something else to y'all. But got down.
That's why it's absurd when people question whether or not Drake is from the culture. Somebody who's not from the culture is not engaging in that beat. It takes somebody from the culture who knows they got a lot to lose, but they just love the art form so much they want to engage. This battle is proof alone that Drake is from the culture, that he is like us.
How can you win a battle when want you to lose it? Even if you win, you
Nah,
lose.
nigga ain't want him to lose it. We just wanted to see, bruh, step your bars up. We ain't want to see Drake lose, bruh. It just Kendrick did what he did. That's
No
it.
matter what, even if Kendrick never responded, man. If Drake just dropped songs and got down, Kendrick never responded or nothing, he still don't win because his position didn't change. He was already the top nigga.
It's not the holidays until you've seen Garden Lights Holiday Nights
Nah, I ain't heard that yet.
at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Get tickets now.
When the temperature drops, America brings the heat with Hot Hands, America's favorite warmer.
Man, come on.
Yeah, but that shit sound different when them folks got down playing this shit Super Bowl. But this song, that shit different.
Yes.
Huh?
I guess.
That shit different. Like, hey, numbers don't lie. But, bruh, that shit gotta feel a certain type of way, boy.
What you talking about to hear this? You at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, and to goddamn them arena, them folk like, homie, Kendrick been a great artist all this time or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he ain't had that look. That Drake, this run look, been his biggest look.
Drake couldn't get that from him.
Facts.
That's why my point was.
Yeah. You said he should have just left it alone.
He would have just been looking like he tearing a good that mind their business down.
Mm-hmm. So folk really want to see the underdog win. When you win, they want to tell you that.
It's rigged, man.
Yeah.
Even if Drake won, he would have been the bad guy for winning.
I think that's absurd, and that's just too far down the rabbit hole. I agree. Hip-hop purists and people had Drake fatigue. Drake ran things for too long. They wanted Drake to lose. They wanted somebody who...
Nah, I don't think they wanted that nigga to lose, bro. I just think what was done. This is, are you all ready for Christmas? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Ain't really, I'm kinda.
They believe reflect the values of hip-hop to take the throne as the king of the culture. That's where they was rooting for Kendrick Lamar. But I don't think anybody, even a hip-hop purist or even a Kendrick Lamar fan, would tell you that if Drake would have pulled this off and won, that Drake was the antagonist. Drake was picking on Kendrick Lamar and he was minding his business. I don't think anybody is delusional enough to say Kendrick Lamar was minding his business. Kendrick Lamar kicked it off with the Like That verse.
Yeah, he did.
Kendrick Lamar dissed Drake on Control. Kendrick Lamar antagonized Drake for the last decade, hoping that one day Drake would engage in his rap beef with him. Nobody, and I mean nobody, would have thought that Kendrick Lamar was the victim in this case at all. And I'll be real with you. When this beef first started, when Kendrick Lamar dropped Like That, and then Drake responded back with push-ups, and then Kendrick Lamar went radio silent, and then Drake responded back with the tailor-made freestyle. At that point, after tailor-made freestyle, people said it's over, and the narrative was, and you can go back in time and watch the video. The narrative was, you see Kendrick? You see? That man was minding his business. You came picking a fight with him. Now you missing. You see? We told you, Kendrick, you should let that man alone. You should have left that boy Drake alone. That was the narrative. Not a soul was like, man, Drake, you dropped 3 records back to back, bro. Like, bro, why you picking on Kendrick? No. Now that one, bro, you going?
Nah, he kept doing that shit because he wanted a response. And then when Euphoria came out, that's when the shit hit the fan, bro. When Meet the Grams came out, that's when it really hit the fan.
That's just conspiratorial.
Yeah. He was able to step in like, man, fuck that. Because Kendrick one of them rappers. Like goddamn, you know how to say like.
That nigga said kids are one of them rapper. Hold on, bro. Hold on. We got
that one. That's just conspiratorial.
Yeah. He was able to step in like, man, fuck that. Because Kendrick one of them rapper. Like goddamn, you know how to say like different, like right. You get what I'm saying? Like J. Cole like that. Like they could consider them like the holy MCs. Yeah, MCs.
Not sincere.
So MC really can't lose. You can't lose if you an MC for real. But Drake an MC for real, but he got down make hits too. He a hybrid. So it's different. So it's like goddamn look at him.
Meek was an MC?
Nah, Meek was a Meek an MC, but type MC, bro. Meek ain't made just going in there just making no super like 9-minute song where he just like goddamn saying crazy metaphors the whole time. Meek is like a trench MC.
It's time.
He's like Meek is a for the streets MC. He know how to be like MC enough, but it's on some street shit. That's why we hold him to the standard that we hold him. But he ain't like Kendrick and Cole.
Kendrick Cole like up there with Nas and.
I ain't even talking about like bitch. I'm talking about like just the what the culture view their lyrical or their pen as.
You got Jid and you got me. They two different type of
What's up,
yeah,
bro?
like Jid like that.
Yeah.
And
I ain't seen you in a minute. Talk about that Air Mac. I ain't seen your ass in a minute. What's up? What's up?
You're like what's the word? Like the culture is protective over them anyway, just by default. Cause like they doing some shit that the general culture don't really do no more. So they looking like y'all keeping the real essence of hip hop alive. So if you going at them, you gotta battle that off the real.
Damn. So I mean, 21 actually said it. Like they really hip hop. That's hip hop, bro.
Yeah, that's why everybody championing it.
Then you got like the woke that do that too, like the other rappers like the to be earthy and shit. Drake automatically was gonna be on the Drake. Like no matter what, I ain't saying he lost, cause to me, nigga, if I go through all that, and all these people say they turned against me or whatever, and I'm still the #1 stream rapper, I didn't lose. To me, that's just. But people have different motives of what they do this shit for. That's I stream nigga shit. But goddamn, what I'm saying is no matter what, he couldn't win. That was a rig. It was rigged. I'm not saying that Kendrick rigged it or no shit like that. I'm just saying just the culture and people and the world, it was a lose-lose situation. If you win, shit, you really ain't saying nothing. anyway, though, the bars was really weak. Like, that would have been you know what I'm saying?
I think the narrative that this was rigged from the very beginning is weak. That's just from my perspective. I think Drake had a lot to overcome, but rigged being means the results were already predetermined. I don't think that's the case. I think Drake still had a chance to win this. Now, the chance was slim. I think he just had too much to overcome. He had labels negotiations he had to overcome. He had the Kendrick Lamar against Love Fest he had to overcome. He had about 10 to the top 10 to 12 rappers against him. He had a lot to overcome, but I think Drake still had a chance. It's not like you can't go against any like lyrical rapper and beat them. No, bro. Like Drake went against Common, right? Drake went against Pusha T, and I think Drake could have win that Pusha T battle if he would have responded back, you know. But y'all let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this. Do y'all feel like 21 Savage has a point? Is he wrong?
He had to leave Pusha T alone, bro. That shit wasn't gonna work, bro. The 21 Savage shit, bro, that's out. Damn, we got Night and Day Talk Media. And then, you know, this lady here, Tasha K, she might be fucking with 50 on the low. If you get them together, they might be the two pettiest people on the planet. Goddamn, your girl, she's sick, so we can't.
All right, y'all. So we have Marlon Wayans threatening to sue Tasha K for a post that she posted on her social media from somebody else that posted.
Night and Day Talk Media.
On X.com about Marlon Wayans having a long-term gay relationship with men. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so Tasha K posted that Marlon Wayans DM'd her and told her to take that post down. So she wrote on X.com and her posted on her Instagram. Marlon Wayans, the white chicks cross-dresser, is in my DM threatening to sue me over a post that we reposted from another user's page. Why come in after me, not the person who originally posted? Make it make sense. Here is where the original post came from. We cannot confirm or deny the information, but it's funny if it's true. Check out Prolotarial 1, extremely detailed post of our legend Marlon Wayans. All right, so let's go to the DM. All right, so Marlon Wayans DM, Tasha K saying, hey sis, I don't know you, but everything y'all posted about me is false. Out love for my people, I am going to give you a chance to take it down. I don't want to sue you, but I have grounds to. Can't be spreading false info out here.
Damn, so this nigga, like, why you trying to get back at them and tell them to take it down? Like, if it ain't true, bro. Man, like they AI some shit, nigga.
Blessed day. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the post that was posted about Marlon Wayans, which I posted a video on it yesterday. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Let me share this with y'all real quick. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. I'm doing this in real time, no editing or nothing. You just gonna get it done. All right, so let's get into it. All right. All right, so you know Marlon Wayans had his opinion about the Diddy documentary. Him and 50 was going back and forth. So this is where Marlon came in and had his opinion about the documentary. And then it's going to lead into the post of the
Damn. But hey, 50 is a genius though. This man, he got he beefing with this man. He got the #1 top rated documentary in the world right now, and he beefing with Marlon Wayans. And I mean, that's the dude is smart.
So responding to Marlon Wayans. So let's go ahead and get into it. Surrounding me.
We ain't baby on club. But yo, look. Nah. You worked with Bob for 30 years. You saw Baby before he passed? Yeah.
bro. So you're and Jack, what were you saying?
But in the documentary, there was insinuations of, that Diddy possibly has something to do with both Tupac and,
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew people very close. You can create any narrative as a producer, and as a director, and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I can be like, reality show, that's how it's created, right narrative. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews, I can do this, I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
No, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef. It's personal. It's
People are saying 50's wrong for doing it, but 50's right for doing it.
It's between him and Puff. And before it's between him and Puff, it's between both of them, the guy. Just the way Puff is down on his luck, and 50's kicking the man when he's down. If 50 of a luck turn on 50, that you gotta be careful what you put out. There's a karma to every action that you do.
User by the name Proletariat One Writes, Marlon Wayans. I know you are not talking. I will say allegedly for the smidgen of respect I have left for you. This is what's been floating around. Marlon Wayans has spent 3 decades cultivating a hyper-heterosexual or womanizing comedic persona, white chicks, scary movie franchise, stand-up routines centered on female anatomy, while privately maintaining a fluid sexual spectrum that includes long-term relationships with men, multiple people inside his inner circle, 3 former personal assistants, 1 ex-bodyguard, and 2 industry producers under NDA breach protection. Spoke on a recurring same-sex encounters dating back to the Living Color era, 1992, 1994, with at least 4 documented male partners between 1998 and 2023. Primary relationship, a 9-year on and off involvement with a Los Angeles-based entertainment attorney named Sealed, practicing at a Century City firm from 2008, 2017, including shared travel on private jets, tail numbers N440KM, N724KF, and co-ownership of a West Hollywood condo, 8350 DeLong Prairie Avenue, Unit 407, purchased 2011, sold 2018. Financial trails show $1.4 million consulting. Payments routed through Wayans Bros Entertainment to the attorney's LLC between 2010 and 2016, far exceeding standard legal retainers. Second significant partner, a New York-based creative director, met on the set of 50 Shades of Black, 2015, who received 608.
Damn, brother. I don't know if this shit true or not. All this shit alleged.
$80,000 in production bonuses. Damn. And lived rent-free in Marlon's Tribeca loft, 2009, 2014. So-called bodyguard testimony, deposed under protection, 2022. Details arranging discreet hotel suites in Atlanta, Miami, and Las Vegas for male guests, with specific requests for no female staff on the floor and burner phones left at the door. Marlon's public support of his transgender child Kai, born 2000, and repeated Pride Month posts are genuine. But
he got a transgender child too, just like Dwayne Wade.
Also function as preemptive narrative shielding. It has also been said that there are private conversations where he refers coming out as career suicide, given the $400 million Wayans brand equity tied to urban heterosexual comedy. Supposedly there's a 2021 text exchange recovered via forensic imaging of a seized phone has Marlon telling a male partner, "I love you, but the world ain't ready, and my checks damn sure ain't." Not confirmed, speculation for now.
That nigga said, "I love you, but the world ain't ready." Nigga. Hey, I got a bridge on Brooklyn I want to sell somebody.
Wow. 2 former assistants state that NDA packages for staff explicitly include clauses prohibiting discussion of the boss's personal dating life, male or female.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like,
damages said it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like Magic Johnson, like it's a lot of people, bro. Like I don't even know if people know what a man name is. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, it's a lot of people got them, but like, what the fuck is going on?
$2 million per breach. No coercion, no minors, no criminality, just a man living a compartmentalized life that would fracture his core audience demographic in decades of market identity if fully exposed. The information remains locked behind ironclad NDAs, family loyalty, and the financial incentives of the Wyans machine. And if you were wondering, I do have the names of those men he was secretly in a relationship with.
Who is this
I'll
guy?
give you one. The Atlanta-based occasional partner, 2016, 2021, Terrence. Mitchell, a former music video choreographer turned real estate investor. The ball's in your court now, Mark.
Damn, dog, this shit wild, bro. This shit
Oh,
like
wow.
the Hardy Boys.
Alright, so
Alright, this is too close. Whoever that is
God
too close to
damn.
the situation. Like, how do they get all that information? Like,
How they get all
I ain't
that?
saying this, can't
Come on
confirm
now,
or deny
dog.
if it's true or not, but
Come on, man.
that's descriptive in detail about, you know, moves and shit like that. Text message. So if it's possible, you might be headed for a Marlon Wayne's expose by some.
Hey, they said that they got 50 Cent he said he got 140 more hours of video that he could show that we didn't see in the documentary. Now that's crazy.
So let me switch over and get into Tasha K's.
That's gonna be ugly.
She posted on her Instagram page. Please make sure y'all smash that like button and hype this video up if you can. All right, so Tasha K did her podcast the other day, her show on YouTube. She just posted a clip from it. Considering the recent allegations of Marlon Wayans, this hits different. So let's go ahead and get into it.
And they say,
Tune in
Brian,
to GPB. It's a Georgia thing.
they said Brian's on some
right.
book
I think
activity.
Marlon Wayans is a great, like, comedic actor, just like Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's a great comedic actor. Not drama actor, comedic actor, okay? But as far as great comedian, I went to his comedy shows. They're never sold out and people walk out in the middle of having a snack. It's like, what?
Damn, they said folk be walking out this shit. They said they be walking out the man's show, goddamn.
They go to get a snack, they leave, they don't come back. Now, you know, Cat Williams got a lot to say. He got every single comedian hitting back. And I was like, I love it. I love it. You know, it's between them. You know, it's kind of like co-workers. I'm the best worker. Everybody's vying for the top position. I know Dave Chappelle wants to be it.
This nigga might crash out though, bro.
Peacemaker saying, why are you dragging out all the black comedians instead of the white comedians, and you should be coming at them. But let's be honest, like, we're all vying to be the best comedian or the best entertainer in our group. It ain't got nothing to do with them crowd, okay? Now, Marlon Wayans felt uptight because, you know, he is legendary for playing, you know, him and his brother, women. So he had something to say, and, you know, he got his Dr. Martin Luther King suit on, so let's hear it.
What about the black man putting on a dress conversation? You talk to a black man that put on a dress. That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in.
You can't explain that one, dog. You can't explain that one, bro. Hey.
Come on now, dog.
Can't explain that.
Come on, man.
Can't explain
Black
that.
people, we have for some reason been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of.
All this embracing, bro. Like all this embracing talk. I mean, like,
that
come
we have
on,
to
bro.
be this way. When Robin Williams puts on the dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire and gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces it. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody's. It's a classic.
He trying to goddamn. Hell no.
That whole thing about, you put on a dress and you selling it up.
What's
that is not an artist's mindset.
Let me chime in here real quick.
What's that?
The entertainment world back in a certain time period where women couldn't even act, so men had to actually play both parts. They had to play the female role.
Now you going to the history of
because
man.
women
Come
was
on.
not allowed.
Man, you doing too much now, bro. I mean, those are facts though. Those are facts what he said back in the day when the acting and all that, but bro, this ain't got nothing to do with right now, bro.
Dates back far back, like, you know what I'm saying? During Roman time.
See, you talking about Roman time, nigga. We talking about today, bro. We talking about nigga with the iPhone, dog. So we ain't talking about no Roman time, nigga.
Women to act and play parts and plays and all that. But before then, it was just men playing both sides, the man and the woman. Let's continue.
When you're an artist, you go out and you create art.
There's truth to everything. This is just like there was truth to what Kat said. They emasculated black men by making them wear dresses as a Passover in Hollywood, which is true. They do it to white men as well too. So you're saying that white men are, getting congratulated for this because they're doing the bending over a lot faster than black men. I get where he's trying to kind of mix the art with wearing the dress because I play male characters. I play uncles and things like that. So I get it. Black women are now being deemed more masculine than ever. But when it comes to the black male and what's going down with the black male and how extinct the black male is kind of going here in the United States of America, when we have black.
Yeah, but it's dangerous to be black in America, bro. I'm talking about real dangerous. Like, bro, ain't no bullshit. Every time you go outside the house, you gotta have your shit cocked and loaded, nigga. Like,
men that are in prominent positions like you, it's about representation, just like it's about representation for me when I am representing black women, okay? And so, yes, we can say it's art, but at some point we have to have some boundaries as to how far we'll take our art. And when it comes to black men and you see black men at their lowest, they're either in prison, there's more black women out here that are single than ever. Black men are allegedly being killed over in, Mexico or these other countries, looking for white women and Mexican women. There's a lot going on, and it's just, you know exactly what Kat is trying to say. And it has nothing to do with art because you've been in Hollywood, and they've been fucking you and your brothers for years too.
So passport bros are getting killed looking for women in other countries. Damn, that's crazy.
Don't act like that.
Allegedly.
Round it up.
So Marlon been very, very vocal lately. I guess he's trying to drive his numbers up because his numbers been down. So he's trying to drive his numbers up by, implementing himself into this Diddy shit with the documentary and all that. Just like a lot of other people that's speaking on the Ja Rule as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, so he threatened to sue Tasha K. Another celebrity threatening to sue Tasha K again. Is though he got a grounds to sue her?
That could be
I don't think so because somebody else posted that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, everybody that posts things, people, when you're a reporter, you see things, you're not saying it's true, but you just reporting on what you're seeing. You can't confirm it or not, whether it's true or not. So that's the thing. So we don't know if those allegations is Marlon's true or not. You know what I'm saying? Until people start exposing evidence and pictures and text messages and flight logs and and that shit matching up, then you can think like, maybe there's some truth to that. But right now, that's just somebody that just put out some information on Marlon on some response shit. So man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all share this video. I definitely appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit up.
Hey man, y'all check out Night and Day Talk Media. They got a good channel, bro. They got some good shit on. Let's go to Trap Love Mars. They're talking about this fool David. Oh yeah. I think what you call it had already had. We did this video last night, but let me see. Trap More Raws. Y'all check them out. Hold on. Well, I might flip to another video. Give me 1 second.
Trapmore gang, this is going to be a very strange update because I was hopping on here to basically give you guys some updates on David's label, some of the people around him who maybe are getting questioned by this grand jury, some of the details about the people from his label who might actually have been there that night.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thump here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're gonna make Ocho cry. Cam Newton, who's 8 years younger than Phillip Rivers, wants to know why the coach didn't reach out to him when they needed a quarterback. The 36-year-old said the 44-year-old Rivers signing with the Colts is almost like a slap to my face. He pointed out he did not officially retire and is still working out. Ocho?
Yeah?
Why did the Colts reach out to Cam?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Listen, I would have loved to see for Cam to get opportunity. Obviously, you hear me say Cap name all the time. Knowing that they probably wouldn't, bring Cap back, but just understanding that he wants to play and he still works out. I'm not sure why they didn't bring Cam back. I mean, you think about the situation that they have on their hands already. I think maybe they see Cam Newton and already having Anthony Richardson. Even what Cam has accomplished in the NFL and in college. Them having a quarterback already similar to his playing style, right, in that quarterback room already, that may be a reason behind it. And obviously the relationship between Shane Steichen and his familiarity with the offense that they're running, I think that they're a little bit more comfortable bringing in someone that they feel can, already just plug and play. Basically, that's the only thing I can think of.
I will say this to Cam. Because somebody else didn't have to do something, that doesn't mean that you don't have to. You see, okay, I've been on TV, Ocho. Been on CBS.
That was deep. That sounded like somebody talking to him. We gotta run that back. Hold on. We gotta run that back.
Else didn't have to do something. That doesn't mean that you don't have to.
One more time.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I will say this to Cam. Because somebody else didn't have to do something, that doesn't mean that you don't have to. You see, okay, I've been on TV, Ocho. Been on CBS, but if I get called back somewhere else and they say, well, Shannon, we need you to read, I can't say, well, I've been on TV, man, I've been on TV 25 years. He didn't have to read. You can't look at it like that. Just because somebody else didn't do something, that doesn't mean you have to. We've got to stop this notion. Just because somebody else didn't do something, well, I shouldn't have to do it either. You want the job or not?
Go get the job.
I checked off.
Get the job.
Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from a child. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Yeah. And
that's the only thing. Look, I get it, Cam. Cam is in phenomenal shape. I see his stories from time to time. He working out, he doing stuff. I don't know if he's still throwing, but he looks like he's in phenomenal shape. I see the stuff that he's doing. But we've got to stop this because somebody else didn't do something and got a job. Well, I shouldn't have to do that either.
Yeah, I don't think. Hey, you know what? I don't think he don't want to play no ball. He just talking. He just talking.
You think so?
He just talking. Man, he got jobs like I do, man. He got about 37 jobs, man. You leaving all that with all you got going on. to go play quarterback for 4-5 weeks? Absolutely not. And you're probably making exactly what you're gonna be making when you go out there on the goddamn field. You're probably making that right now. Where you at now? No.
Well, I think the biggest thing for Cam is that Cam wanted to leave on his own terms.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier, Ocho. It's a lot easier leaving when you want to leave. It's like the club. If I'm ready to go, I'm cool with it. I don't care. I don't care if they put the bars on the thing. But if I ain't ready to go, bro, let me get one more.
Yeah, they turn the lights on when you're ready.
First of all, I'm already gone before they turn the lights on. Because I'm ready to go. I'm leaving on my own. Now, if the guy got to pick you up, Ocho, the guy pick you up like this by the back of your pants and throw your ass out, clearly you wasn't ready to leave. So I think Cam does have some unfinished business. Do I think if somebody called Cam next offseason and say, Cam, look, we want to give you an opportunity, I think Cam would take him up on that opportunity. I do.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't. He's got too much other stuff going on. Too much other stuff that's long term.
Yeah.
As opposed to going back.
But Ocho, when you're not competitive, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You gonna get to him.
That nigga ain't finna do this. He ain't gonna play no damn quarterback.
He wanna play football.
But what will be crazy if he came out, played quarterback, and fucked around and won a goddamn championship. That would be crazy.
I know they brought Philip
like
Rivers back for, and they trying to salvage this season and keep their playoff hopes alive. But you're gonna age out of football. You get too old to play a sport. You don't get too old to talk.
Yeah, and now listen. Now that I see Cam, now that his feet are grounded and cemented on the other side of the fence now, I mean, it's no need to jump and hop the fence.
Yeah. Hey, go back. You might as well keep doing what you're doing. Get your money, bro. Stay over here. Get your money.
Over here in this lane, and let's dominate on this end. Let's dominate what we do on this end. Let's be Cam Newton from Auburn over here with that camera in front of you. Be Cam Newton from Auburn on ESPN. Be Cam Newton from Carolina. Be this, on 4th and 1. You know, your legacy is already cemented on the green grass.
But
let's create that legacy. Let's create that legacy on this end, with that camera in front of you, having fun. You know, talking football, talking the game.
But I didn't leave how I wanted to.
But you know what?
I tell you what. If somebody would have called you, you was doing what you doing. So let's just say somebody called you in 2014.
What was I doing in 2014?
I wouldn't play in the NFL.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Exactly. But they had called you back.
No, I'm saying if they had called me in 2014 to come back?
Yeah.
Oh hell no. I would move it. I would move it and shake it, huh? I would move it and shake it, boy. Yeah, yeah, no, because I knew what veteran minimum was, and I was making 3 times that with what I was doing in 2014. Hell no.
Okay.
Oh, no disrespect to the opportunity, but I mean you got to weigh your options. Most of the time when you do come back and you get an opportunity, and you're on the back end and you're old. Well, I need to know how much I'm making. That's the first thing you're gonna say.
Hey, what the check look?
Well, you already know you get veteran minimum. They're gonna put some incentives in there if you do this, X, Y, and Z.
That ain't enough because if you're coming in as a
I need to know what the check look like. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Is it worth it?
Veteran, you ain't get the opportunity to hit them goddamn incentives anyway.
True.
They ain't there. You ain't gonna play that game with me.
The NFL is reportedly considering expanding the amount of plays that can be reviewed via replay in 2026, Ocho. The NFL is exploring adding reviewable plays, including crackback blocks, low blocks, clipping, blindside blocks, intentional grounding, determine receiver position on the field, illegal formation on kickoff, determine feet on the ground when the ball was touched. The NFL rulebook currently explains that anything that is not expressly reviewable cannot be reviewed regarding reviewable and non-reviewable plays. Ocho, you like this?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I wish they would leave the game alone. Leave the game alone. Just leave it alone.
You remember how they tried to replay pass interference? And you remember that, Ocho?
Yeah,
and what a disaster that was?
Yes, leave the game alone. The game is great as it is. You know, a wrinkle here and a wrinkle there. Yes, I understand that.
You're not gonna make it perfect.
No,
you're not gonna get. They're not going to get every call right. You're not.
No.
Y'all keep tinkering and tinkering and tinkering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too much.
And I don't know why. I mean, what is it? What is it about the game currently that the NFL and the competition committee and rules committee or whatever else? What is it about the game that
you are
seem
watching
so
a master at work?
upset about currently?
1,000, 1,000.
Cash back on the Great Indoors.
Oh, is that truffle?
And 5% on Chase Travel with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
The hell?
If you are living with HIV, do chase a dream.
What?
Do consider how you stay.
Oh, what?
I know they need to allow the game to continue to be
long enough. Damn.
Yeah. Don't lengthen it any more than it already is. There's enough commercials. There's enough commercials going around to make sure everybody get their money. I understand that we have to have those, but don't slow the game down. Don't slow the game down any more than it already is.
I agree. What do you expect them to do against the Bears?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think they playing in. It don't matter where they're playing. It's cold regardless of wherever they're going to be at.
It's cold everywhere this time of year, unless you're in a dome, unless you're in like Miami or somewhere.
Yeah. I think it's going to be another game like we just saw. Another game like we just saw. It's going to be statistically good for him. He's going to be able to build off of some of the mistakes he made in the last game and try to improve on them this game. Obviously, you practice to want to be as perfect as possible and minimize mistakes and errors. So, I mean, that's all I want to see. I want to see you improve, week to week when you get your opportunities.
I wonder if Stefanski's going to stay there.
That's it. But the most important one is getting that W, getting your team that W.
True. I'm excited. I'm happy for him. He won Offensive Rookie of the Week. First rookie quarterback to do that. I think he has an extremely bright future in front of him. Just keep getting better and better, control what I can control, which is studying, getting better, going through my progressions, do a better job. Just understand it's okay if I step forward in the pocket instead of always trying to bubble. Those guys are really fast on the edge, man.
They're
very fast on the edge, and you're not going to be able to outrun very many of them. So I'm excited and can't wait to watch this game on Sunday. TJ Watt is at a Pittsburgh area hospital for an evaluation of his lung after experiencing discomfort at the team facility on Wednesday. Mike Tomlin told reporters later on Thursday that Watt stayed overnight at the hospital on Wednesday. I'm a little bit cautious about what I say because I'm not a medical expert. But to make a long story short,
hold on, y'all. We're gonna flip it, dog. This one right here, I think is Wavy Trap Soul Radio. Wavy Trap Soul Radio. They're talking about that DJ Academic shit. Y'all go check out Wavy.
I ain't gonna hold you waiting, gang. That nigga Mano crashed out on Academics again. And why I say again, just because I need to put y'all up to speed a little bit, we're gonna take it back just a tiny bit. I see that. Spin up a lot.
They said that you forced yourself on him or her? Huh? Is that your name?
Exactly my point, Chad. You could tell he's in his feelings. We went from joking on each other. He's making accusations that you should know. It's the same thing we said about Drake and Kendrick. Once people start saying accusations like that, we're no longer in a joking mood, right? There's a few women who hit me up about Mano who would love to put things out. I have declined because once you go that realm, if you are publishing things that are false, accusing a man of doing some of the most heinous things, it means you want to take it another route.
Huh? Is that your name?
Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but this shit sound weird as fuck, bro.
All words. That's what you accused for, right? Ain't that the shit that you paid out for?
Mano, I can file a lawsuit for you for saying that. I've never paid out $1 for any type of sex or any type of allegations regarding sex or any woman. Never paid out $1. That would be a lawsuit, but that wouldn't be too cool, right? But it just tells me you're in your feelings. You're just making shit up.
Now wait again, it's actually a video prior to that. Well, it's 2 videos prior to that. It started from Academics calling Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Mano on their Let's Rap About It podcast. He called them to senior citizens. It was about talking about fabulous headband, basically saying, y'all know the definition of senior citizens. If you don't know, go look it up. You know they got all these new slangs out all the time now. But that's how I started. And in response to that, Mano got on the show and he had something to say about academics, calling them chicken nugget and all this. Like, he violated them, bro. Even.
Hey, we're gonna check out Chig Smooth. Yeah, I don't know everybody on here probably knows Chig Smooth.
Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes.
YouTube, Chigs.
Gotta check out Chig Smooth, man.
Chig Smooth. Hey, Chig Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, looks like DJ Academics is now finally getting some help. And no, it's not Whack 100, you guys. It's actually Charleston White. That's right, you guys. Charleston White, aka Uncle Ruckus, is now coming to the defense of DJ Academics. Now, as things begin to intensify between DJ Academics and Mano, if you guys missed it last night, DJ Academics called Mano a bum-ass Negro. Then he went on to say that he's not scared of Mano. And in retaliation, Mano posted the
He said he was a bum-ass. Damn.
Clip where Academics was talking to the 15-year-old kid today. Mano said, let's talk about this freaky jar of relish. Sexual predator. This guy is asking a 15-year-old boy if he would let a man smash him. What grown man plays like this? How is this acceptable? Hey, Academics, is this not you? This is sneaky, freaky PDF behavior, my boy. No explanation needed. Sexual deviant elf. Well, last night, Charleston White tagged himself in. He released a phone call that he had with DJ Academics, where Charleston White is telling Academics, bro, sit back. I got your back. Let me get Mano for you. Charleston White has been disrespecting Mano and a lot of New York rappers for years now. The man has been dying to beef with him. So once he heard DJ Academics and Mano were into it, you guys already know Charleston White was on it like white on rice. Here's what he said.
And the craziest thing is, bro, I done met Charleston White before.
They were talking about cases as a song. Some random just sued me. Yeah, that's the one bitch who sued me. I never got arrested. The cops looked at everything. Everything's on surveillance tape. They cleared me. Never got arrested. Nothing. Mano got arrested for sexual assault back in the day.
I was just finna go to that.
Now, he should be somebody who know when somebody falsely accuses you of some shit, you don't want to bring it up because they gonna hit that research button to realize the chick ain't get no money. I never got arrested. And all it was is she ran to the same lawyers that was trying to shake down celebrities and they filed a lawsuit. That's it.
Oh.
Mano has a whole history of all of these things that I know if I bring it up, people will say, yo, y'all were just joking.
Tell me, let me do it. I've been waiting to get into it with New York.
Mano, all the huffing and puffing he doing, when he was there that night when Troy Ave shot at Ty Stone. His girlfriend got shot in the face. He ain't had no energy for Troy Ave. He knew that Troy Ave did it. Hey, he had, supposedly when the scuffle happened in the green room and the chain dropped, I guess he called himself like he was playing tough. He picked up Troy Ave's chain. He wore it for a year, and then after a year, he came out and said, yo, this chain is fake. So Troy Ave started saying, if my chain is fake, why did you wear the fake chain for a year? You know what I'm saying? So really, this is a guy like, it's just...
Yeah, if the chain was fake, why would you wear it for a whole year? Because it's going to fuck your neck up. Like,
he's not that well known.
Real jewelry.
When I Google Charleston White, a million things come up. When I Google Mano, there's not that much that comes up. I had to look real hard to find it.
I just know him from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's trying to drag me to the place where people gonna be like, oh man, now you said that about some street shit, he gotta see you in the streets.
Now, you stay in your lane, homie. You keep being our journalist.
Back and forth. They're not wittying up. They're not slicking up.
No, you keep staying in your lane as a journalist. I look for them big bad tuck that bring this shit to the entertainment industry as if they street. So he got my attention. So I'm gonna be real disrespectful.
So goddamn, Charles the wife finna go after man on them. Damn.
Faithful to that and see if he really with that shit. I want to see. I really want to see the way he just talked to you.
You are watching a master at
He
work.
give me that same energy, and I'm willing to bet he don't. Don't think 50 Cent will match me.
You say you don't think 50 Cent can match you, bruh. You don't think 50 Cent can match you, nigga? Come on now. Yeah.
Curtis Jackson can match me with my whip.
Curtis Jackson got you, dog. He got you, bro.
The issue with you is that they know they can't beat you when they go back and forth.
I'm gonna disrespect their mama, their kid, their bitch, they dead homie, and tell them I'm gonna call the police, you do something, and make him sit on his pussy, cause don't none of them wanna go to Rocky Island.
That's true.
So I hope he gonna I show him and I shoot too, bitch. I shoot too. Ask the new hit me at the barbershop. I shoot too.
Hey, and that's why they don't want to go back and forth like you. Cause here's the thing, when they look like you, they prey up on the fact. They say, all right, if we see him, we gonna fuck you up. They're like, good, we ain't gonna see him. We ain't gonna see him. You see how you be in the clubs, like, you notice people have to stop saying, you know they used to say that about you first, right? They say
I don't be nowhere by myself. After I made Soulja Boy, you see me walking down Ocean Drive by myself and you thought I was crazy.
Charles, now you realize they stop saying you don't be outside or whatever. They know you outside, so you know they say he's just the police. He's just the police, you know?
I thought police had get stitches.
They always want to switch up the narrative on it, man. But yeah, no, he in his feelings now. He in his feelings. But I see, he know he can't really go toe for toe in his role. So he's trying to pull me down to start mentioning some street about him. Like, because if I get on there and say, all right, that's cool what you're talking about, but let's talk about you getting arrested. Why they arrest you for the same you trying to accuse me of? That's number one. Number two, how your girl, you talking all this big bad gangster shit and how you tough and everybody scared of you. How your girl...
That nigga Ad be talking all fancy.
You get shot in the club and you shot in the green room, you right next to her, and you basically don't do nothing.
Man, what these known for going to jail for? Drugs and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't listen to no who ain't got no violent past and came home on parole. That mean you had to do good in jail, nigga, to make parole, right? Street don't make parole. They even break rules in prison. So don't tell me you were the street and got in prison and now you following rules? Nah, you were playing street rule follow.
If you notice, she made on certain shit get under her skin. You see, you only gotta figure out how to get under again. For whatever reason, you see the thing with you, if somebody call you up,
these niggas teamed up, like,
because somebody mentioned your age, that don't get under your skin. That get under his skin because he's still trying to be a street. He want to be seen as a street that's out here getting it, but people are looking at him like, it's okay that you're 53.
Yeah.
But if you trying to be the representative for the kids as a street, they gonna mention that, yo, you're not their age.
Yeah.
He has what they call a buck 50 scar on his face. He said he tried to cut somebody, and the guy came back and cut him back. All of these things, you start to wonder.
Yeah, they said they got a buck 50. I don't know, like, if y'all real hood, y'all know what a buck 50 is. Y'all know exactly, especially for Chicago people, they know exactly what a buck 50 is.
Like, if he's so big, bad, and tough, how come all the people that's doing stuff to him and doing stuff around him, nothing happening to them?
Yeah, they give buck 50 when they think he's not what he is.
Yeah.
That's not whether they get a buck 50. when they think you not what you is.
They say if you're not what you is, you ain't gonna get a $1.50. But it say if you know who you is, you ain't gonna get a $1.50.
And Jim Jones, they're trying to bully their way into the content space. They want to bully the attention.
I'm gonna bully their ass right back to stand in front of them bodegas.
They trying to get the bullying. They don't realize that bullying is out. That's the thing with them. They come from the old school where they made the wackest song, but you go to the club and you have 5 niggas put up on a DJ and you stand there until they play the record 3 times. And the DJ don't like it, but the DJ do not want to get his input.
I'll do the vodka, you do the ice. Put Smirnoff on it, there's no better way to start the game. The sweetest.
Yeah, I'm the DJ, take that whooping.
Yeah, that's how they did it back in the days. These days,
they ain't got no win. A street don't have no win if he can't be street on the internet. It's like mixing oil and water. It's an oxymoron. You cannot be street on the internet.
There you go. Because here's the thing too. They also expect somebody like Aiden, Neon, they don't want to be around you, you know?
Nope. That's why Thug had to pipe her down.
Yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, so man, the street have to come. He have to come down here to play a court jester.
Now, looks like Mano is not going to fall for the bait from Charleston White. So far, he's been doing a great job in ignoring Charleston White. Actually, both him and Jim Jones have been ignoring the fuck out of Charleston White. He put out this message yesterday to Charleston White. He told him, hey, if you've been trolling me and I haven't responded, it's because you're not worth it. You're nobody to me. Keep trolling though. Now, I do want to be fair. The one part where I gotta disagree with academics is that these guys were on their podcast minding their own business. They're not trying to bully their way into podcasting. They're not trying to bully anybody, actually. This all started because academics called them senior citizens and started...
Damn. Hey, it look like this one called The Shop.
Y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. You're 50 years old. There's no way you think the 21-year-old girl was going to come suck it back at the club after you spend 10 bands. The worst thing you could do to the street is put a podcast mic in front of them. All that cool be thinking whatever they're saying is so cool, they get on the mic and take it the opposite.
Academics goes off on Mano in an epic academic rant. So academics and Mano exchange shots.
Hey, it's called The Stop.
All
That's the channel we reacting to.
Originating from when academics would go on his live stream and make fun of Fabulous and how he was wearing a 2000 style headband inside of a podcast.
Fabulous being like 49 with a headband. Like, yo, why is the nigga wearing? You know the headband is for sweat.
And then the Mano and the crew and all of them would go and shoot at academics and make fun of how he looked.
I feel like you like a dyke.
Well, apparently academics didn't take too kindly to that because he would go on his live and pop the
Damn. So they gonna pop the trunk
on the podcasters who were rappers or the rappers turned podcasters, whichever way you want to look at it. And I thought that academics were very formed. And one of the things that struck me was how he kept saying, please, Mano, don't try to see me.
By the way, Mano, don't get mad at me. This is what we're potting. We're arguing with words. We're gonna take a shot together when we see each other. We love each other. Do not get mad.
He was very much leaning into the idea that the street dudes, whenever you go at them, they have a tendency to make violent threats if they feel like the war of words isn't going well. And I don't even know if it's a street thing. It's also a generational thing. I believe the old school thinks that if words go too far, they gotta see you. But this was a classic rant, not just because academics was getting into his...
I mean,
loud, angry, funny bag. It was also a commentary on old media versus new media who happens to be old. Ack was commenting on how these rappers, well, Fab, Mano, Davey East, and Jim Jones, are now trying to enter a new medium to them that they have somewhat not succeeded. Like Mano had a podcast, it was doing pretty well, and then he stopped. And Jim Jones, I believe he's had some other content he's done, but Academics was just letting them know that this is his lane and he's going to be successful in going at them because of one reason. And the reason that he outlined was something that I thought was particularly interesting and insightful from him. He said, all of you rappers, all of you have come up in the era where being cool was the thing to do. But when you start making content, you will soon find that you are not as cool as your labels made you out to be, as the personality which you've tried to engineer online. Now, as to where this goes next, I don't know. I assume Mano will fire back and they'll go from there. I wouldn't be surprised if Mano and Academics sit down and actually have a conversation. I think that that would make things a good back and forth. And we could see the return of something like Everyday Struggle. Not saying that they're going to do a show together, but
on the urban politician. Urban politician, that's what we reacting to.
When I went to shoot yesterday, I had a laundry list of ammo. I could have talked about a whole lot of street that people fed me or people were talking about, but I didn't want to talk about it. You know why? Because we're joking. This is a podcast. We're keeping it light.
Hey,
I'm not gonna say something to challenge the manhood.
Y'all check out urban politicians. This who we reacting to.
Not gonna say things that's gonna basically accuse you of being things that would be the most heinous things. Like, you know, there's many things I could have brought up, and I still won't bring it up now. But this response in the car told me that my disclaimer basically told me all I needed to know. You and your
relish. Hey, buddy. You nasty little animal. How you feeling, brother? Check this out, man. You think you're so smart. You think you're the most intelligent person in the room, my boy. You're so cocky. You're sitting over there with your makeup on and sitting in your basement. Academics. The king of the internet. Boy, you ain't nothing but the king of your basement and all those weird little sex toys you got down there. So, here's the thing. First and foremost, I've never been in my entire life accused or locked up, arrested for any sexual anything. Sexual assault, sexual anything, nothing. So you gotta miss me with that one and maybe look a little bit deeper in what you going after. And if you're gonna like post niggas say old footage and niggas saying that, post the documents, nigga. Post the receipts or whatever you talking about. Because you think you're so smart and you're talking about jokes. Nigga, I told you you had an opinion on us, and this is my opinion on you. I don't want to hear nothing about what we wearing, how old we are, rappers becoming podcasters, washed up this. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. Unless you want to give us a detailed explanation on why you thought it was cool to This is your words. Such and such. Why not? Who plays like that? No grown man plays like that. No, bro, that has never been cool. So this is what I'm saying. A well-detailed explanation of what was going on in your mind. We don't want to hear nothing about what you're talking about. We don't want to hear your opinions on us. We don't want to hear your opinions about what we...
Damn. Yeah, they fucked them up on that one, bro.
Wait a minute, nigga,
He
we
got
don't want to
fucked
hear
up
your
on that
opinion
one, bro.
about anything. You talking about having these evolved conversations like you the smartest nigga in the room, but you over there talking about having sex with a sweet, like this nigga should have been stepped on you. And that is the absolute truth, because here's the thing. Somebody said to me, they said, Mano, well, if you knew this about him, why did you do shots with him at the concert? And I said, you know what? That's a good question, but the truth of the matter is, I did not know. I don't pay you no mind. I'm not passed into you like that. I'm not into what's going on with niggas. I'm so concerned with my old life and being a washed up nigga that I'm not that patched in. That wasn't that important to me. I didn't even realize that was happening. But you know what happened? As soon as you start running your mouth, all the information started to come in. And I don't give a fuck. What you think you posting, boy? What you think you saying, boy? You understand? That's it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. It ain't even, we don't even have to talk no more about.
Yo, it's the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man.
Y'all check out Urban Politicians. They got content and they got clothing and things of that nature. So y'all go check them out, man.
Had to come tap in as DJ Academics and Mano have continued to weigh in on each other, that is, as last week it went viral, went up everywhere all over the internet, where Mano had some things to address, as he had seen the clip recently, right before the Let's Rap About It podcast, that new episode, where Academics was mocking them, making fun of the boys, how they dress, calling them senior citizens, age shaming them to like just keep it short, just things the way that they act and stuff like that. So Mano let them have it. It went viral everywhere with that clip where he just went in direct out of nowhere and just said, hey, this and this and that, this and this and that. Well, Academics eventually came with a full response and was making jokes even more. So Mano came back, got inside the car, went on him, started talking about other things, and then now we here today where Mano is coming out because of Academics. Somebody on one of his Twitter accounts posted him talking to Troy Ave, putting allegations of telling on Mano, which Mano say that's not true. Where the paperwork at, and it's getting more and more.
I look like, hold on. Hey, y'all check out Urban Politicians. We sitting on the Panda Press. Hold on. Like they got a new one. Hold on.
Bruh, Diddy keeps running his mouth like Netflix is scared of him. And that might be the dumbest move he's made yet. Stupid. Because the streets aren't saying Netflix is backing down. Nah, they're saying Netflix is getting tired. Tired of the accusations. Tired of the...
Hey, we reacted to Panda Press.
Planet articles. And tired enough to flip this whole thing around and drag him into court instead. And listen, this ain't a rapper beef. This ain't Instagram captions. This is $1 billion corporation being accused of crimes publicly. And corporations don't argue. They retaliate. So while Diddy's screaming lawsuit from a jail cell, Netflix is quietly stacking paperwork, contracts, licensing, chain of custody, the kind of receipts that don't trend, but end people.
You gonna learn today?
Yeah, this is about to get ugly.
Nah, it really ain't about, like, cause Diddy didn't pay for the footage. That's the thing. Diddy didn't pay for the footage. And basically, the person who owns it could sell it to 50 Cent, and that's what happened.
Let's clear this up real quick. Netflix is not panicking. They're not scrambling. They're not responding emotionally to Diddy. They're annoyed. And that's worse, because when $1 billion company gets annoyed, it's not personal, it's procedural. They start asking one question: is this man damaging our brand? And the moment Diddy keeps going online saying the footage was stolen, he's not just crying. He's accusing Netflix of criminal behavior. That's theft, that's fraud, that's conspiracy. And you don't get to accuse a corporation of crimes on a public stage and expect them to just sit there like it's a shade room comment section.
Do you see me fucking laughing, mother?
Nah, that's when legal teams wake up. And that's exactly where this shifted, quietly. Here's the part people keep missing. $1 billion lawsuit goes both ways. If Diddy keeps saying Netflix stole footage, and Netflix already proved to his lawyers they didn't, then every new statement becomes potential defamation. And defamation doesn't care about your past success. It cares about false statements and damages. Netflix can say calmly, you are publicly lying about how we obtained this footage, and it's harming our reputation. And boom, now they have standing. Not gossip, not blogs, standing. That's when it stops being Diddy versus Netflix and starts being
the shit that hit the fan.
Why didn't you shut up? This man keeps thinking noise equals leverage, but noise is evidence. Now let's talk about the part that actually ended the game. The cameraman spoke, and he didn't rant, he didn't accuse, he didn't defend Diddy. He said one calm sentence that nuked everything. This was not a contract dispute. That line alone tells you everything. No contract means no ownership. No ownership means no copyright claim. No copyright claim means Netflix didn't steal anything. And when he said a freelancer covered for him for 3 days, that wasn't a mistake. That was a loophole. Because freelancers own what they shoot unless there's a work for hire agreement. And guess what Diddy didn't have? Paperwork.
Huh? You didn't pay the people for the for what they shot. All you gotta do is pay them right then and there. And
the same thing that's followed him his whole career. Artists, producers, assistants, now is following him straight into this mess. And Netflix didn't even have to fight. They just let the truth walk out the door. Here's the part that should make you uneasy. Netflix could sue him already. They don't need permission. They don't need another headline. They don't need Diddy to file first. And yet, they're waiting. That tells me something strategic is happening behind the scenes. Because when corporations pause, it's not hesitation, it's positioning. They're letting him talk, letting him post, letting him repeat himself. Because every time he says stolen, that's another brick in the case he doesn't even realize is being built. And the scary part, once that switch flips, there's no warning tweet, no cease and desist announcement, just paperwork and silence.
Hey, he might be fucking himself up. Because some of the stuff in these videos.
Let's say Diddy actually goes through with this lawsuit. Discovery opens. And Discovery doesn't care about ego. It doesn't care about it doesn't care about I didn't mean it like that.
So the Discovery gonna be everything like that. They're gonna put all the information on the table. And that's what's gonna fuck it up. And
Discovery wants it.
That's why I think this will never happen.
Everything. Hard drives, raw footage, text, emails, call logs. Every moment he ever filmed thinking it was just content. And remember, the little bit we already saw made people uncomfortable. So ask yourself, what's sitting on the stuff nobody's seen yet? Because if lawyers already look tense now, imagine them knowing Discovery could play those clips in court. That's why nobody around him wants this lawsuit to exist. Here's where it gets darker. This isn't just Netflix protecting a documentary. This is Netflix protecting precedent.
Right, it ain't no protection, bro. You didn't pay for the footage. The footage got you fucked up.
If a public figure can scream stolen without proof and scare platforms into silence, every future expose is at risk. And Netflix doesn't let anyone set that tone. Not celebrities, not moguls, not people with shrinking leverage. So while Diddy thinks he's fighting a streaming service, he's actually challenging how media handles powerful people under scrutiny. And corporations never lose those fights quietly. Notice something weird? People who used to talk reckless stop talking. No bold statements, no confident leaks, no sources close to the situation. That silence, that's fear of being pulled in. Because once Netflix moves, if they move, anyone who repeated the stolen footage claim is suddenly part of the story. And corporations don't sue loud, they sue wide. They don't just name one person, they name everyone who helped push the narrative. That's why the tone shifted overnight. Let me say this straight. Diddy talking online right now isn't strategy, it's pressure. He's trying to force Netflix to blink, trying to shame them into backing off, trying to win the story before court ever happens. But here's the problem. Netflix doesn't negotiate in public. They let you talk, they let you overtalk. Then they respond once with filings. And when that happens,
ladies and gentlemen,
Art & Lights shines with new features and familiar favorites through January 11th. Get tickets today.
Turn on the lights! Big time players.
We got them.
the story changes instantly. Everybody keeps focusing on dollars. Billion this, billion that. That's not the danger. The danger is forced clarity. Once lawyers step in, there's no more vague statements, no more allegedly, no more spin. Everything becomes documented, time-stamped, verified. And some stories don't survive that process. Here's what people keep missing. Even without a lawsuit, this is already a disaster. Because brands don't wait for verdicts. They wait for risk signals. And right now, the signal is chaos.
I wonder what he's thinking about right now. Like,
Uncontrolled statements, contradicting claims, public accusations against a global platform. That's the kind of mess sponsors, partners, and insurers hate. You don't need to lose in court to lose everything else quietly. Deals freeze, phone calls stop, and people start distancing themselves before anyone asks them to.
I hope so.
Last thing, and this is important, time is not neutral here. Every day that passes without action makes the stolen footage claim weaker. Because if something was truly illegal, you wouldn't wait, you'd move immediately. Delays create doubt, silence creates assumptions, and hesitation gets interpreted as strategy failure. So now the question isn't who's right, it's who's still confident enough to go on record. And that gap keeps getting louder. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. This didn't fall apart overnight. It fell apart slowly through ego, shortcuts, and the belief that power replaces protection. When you talk too much, when you skip contracts, when you assume everyone around you will stay loyal forever, eventually the system stops playing along. And right now, it feels like the noise isn't about winning anymore. It's about surviving the fallout. So I'll leave you with this. If silence suddenly becomes the smartest move, why does it feel like the talking hasn't stopped yet? If this breakdown...
Hey man, y'all kicking me in the Karma Cafe. Like, subscribe, share, hit notification. Peace on one.